There's a lot to say and share about my first Hyrox experience. I don't know that there'll be many. It was pretty brutal on my back and knee, and I have really had a delightful experience getting ready for it, and really amazed beyond words the performance of Dakota and Fran and a lot of training buddies. KJ shaved like 30 minutes off his time. Clever looked like, we need to call both Merriam and Webster up to redefine intensity. Just a really cool vibe. I have a lot of thoughts about the inclusiveness of the event. You got Les Mills and powerlifting meets and pole dance yoga, and I think it's going to be great for functional fitness. I'm really excited that Bank Hill's a part of it. But I wanted to put something out in particular for YouTube. I tried to read the Hyrox website. I searched YouTube extensively and really struggled. And I think as a general matter, whatever your restrictions may be, injury, surgery, congenital, if you're willing to accept that you won't be ranked, that is, you can't be eligible for world championships because you skip a bunch of stations, or that your time doesn't count towards whatever national sweepstakes prize, but just go out there and get sweaty. I mean, as long as you're not endangering other athletes, it was my experience that they were willing to let you sort of modify pretty much however you wanted to, and we're super cool and accommodative. We had a great experience working with Vaughn in Hong Kong, and his own journey, both for himself and running with his father the past weekend is some great extra homework if you're looking to get inspired. But nevertheless, he expressed that they're trying to find ways to make adaptive athletes have kind of a race of their own, but it's tough. How do you put in place standards for folks who some have arms that don't work so well and some have legs that don't work so well, and so it's a difficult challenge. But having said that, I think they do a remarkable job of making you feel included. They give you a green wristband, which is sort of a green light to do whatever it is you can do, as long as you're not, I think, putting yourself or others at any serious risk. And I think they have a traveling team, so to speak, and then of course hire some judges and support staff from local areas, and of course the regular team, I think, who are more familiar with, I think they raced like 6,000 people yesterday in Hong Kong. The vast majority are doing the regular race with the common standards that all judges have been briefed on for the event, but not each and every judge who's kind of maybe part of the local team may know all the details. And my advice would just be patient, show me the green band, explain, briefly and as calmly as you can between trying to breathe, what your restrictions are. And I found them all to be supportive. Heck, one of the judges / team grabbed Dakota's sign and came out and rallied people up. So it was an amazing experience. I think just break down the workout and do the things that make sense for you. Challenge yourself. A great advice from my buddy KJ. I was bear crawling some stuff to make up for burpees that don't work after the lumbar fusion. I'd just be laid up for weeks, and it just simply wasn't worth it. So I skipped the burpees, to put that pressure on the fusion. And maybe I just haven't done enough lower back strengthening for maybe it'll come along someday. Probably not, but it's not probably worth focusing on. But anyway, he said, why try to bear crawl more? You've done a lot of it. Good time. Call it a day, 2 hours, and that was exactly the right advice. My shoulder, knee, and back, and foot in particular, severe pain post race. I think I pushed it, just right. Got across the finish line without going to the hospital. Those were the two goals for the team. My lovely bride, Fran, crushing 2 races, first time ever on the same day, full 16 kilometers. Never, to my knowledge, even done a proper 5 or 10K race, let alone 16 kilometers and 16 stations. Simply remarkable. Dakota doing sled unbroken, like they'd stacked up 2 bags of cotton candy. Just a really cool experience. The rules are going to change, the sport's going to evolve. I think even some of the standards from the main athletes I observe, you know, there's still some question marks on the burpee broad jump transition that can make people frustrated. But a really cool event. You know, I would reach out early if you're an adaptive athlete and get in touch, you know, give a little bit of what your restrictions are and aren't. And typically they'll put you in kind of touch with their kind of games coordinator. But at the end of the day, you know, you really go out there and just do what you can. The only homework I might, you know, suggest in case someone at Hyrox is watching this, some of the gear described in the adaptive handbook were not on hand in Hong Kong, like the 75 centimeter plyo box, which we tested out at Bangkok, and would have worked great. And I think for a lot of people with, you know, lower hinge, lower limb issues, would be a great piece to add to your traveling kit for the events. Could really open up wall balls to a lot more people. Doing the arm only for me with the torn rotator cuff was pretty brutal. But the judge was great. He gave me a nice balance between being accommodative, but calling a couple no reps because we were mixed doubles, so you can pass the ladies line and get a rep. And he was fantastic, and just the right mix of pushing me to have some level of accountability, but also recognizing my limits. So, you know, read the rule book, sign up early, get in touch would be my biggest points. But go out there and have fun, but don't do anything too crazy. Remember, life moves on. You want to keep being able to work within your limits for a long time, not just for that day. Hope this is helpful for adaptive athletes, and thanks again to Best Support Crew, a lot of IG love. I really don't even know what to post on social media, if that matters, other than just my family, my friends, random people on IG reaching out. Super cool. Great experience, and it's late, I'm tired. Hyrox was tough. Go have fun. Sometimes the fun stuff in life is the tough stuff. All right, good luck, guys.